Alright guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to Blue Point TV where we talk about football and football related stories. Alright guys, let's just talk about the Chelsea and Everton game in the Premier League. Now, these two teams, of course, the first time they met this season away to Everton. When Chelsea went away to Everton, they lost that game 2-0. Now that performance was really poor from Chelsea. The performance was really embarrassing that day, and most of the Chelsea fans wasn't really surprised of the result. They lost 2-0 to Everton on that day. The Chelsea fans wasn't really surprised. Even myself, I wasn't really surprised of that result because leading to that game, the performance from Chelsea wasn't good. They were dropping points. They were not really competing, especially away games. So losing that game on that day wasn't a surprise for most of the Chelsea fans. Now Everton will be coming away, to Chelsea, and I feel like this game will not be an easy game for Chelsea. Obviously, in recent results, Chelsea have been dropping points that we feel like they should have won. They drew against Burnley at home 2-2, and Burnley was one man down. They also drew against Sheffield United away to Sheffield United 2-2. They were winning that game about 2 minutes to go. I think they let Sheffield came back in that game, and then they drew that game 2-2. Now this is another game that I think could be like that in terms of the kind of opposition that they are meeting. We shouldn't forget Everton are still fighting for relegation. They are still fighting to stay up, in the league. So they will want to give everything. Whichever games they are playing now, they want to give everything. They want to give their life, for the game. So I think it will not be an easy game. Even if we expect that we should be winning Everton, no disrespect to Everton, but we should be beating them. We should be beating Everton. But knowing how this team is, Chelsea, the team lack of consistency. They are not consistent. So knowing how the team is, still might not be sure of their performances. Not be sure of the performance, not be sure of how they will perform. So for me, it will be interesting to see how Pochettino will set up this team, against this Everton team, this Everton side. Now, for me, I will expect Everton to sit back and defend. That's how we know they like to play. That's how we know Sean Dyche, the Everton coach, like to set up his team. They will want to defend, stay back, hit Chelsea on a counter. So that's how I will expect Everton to approach the game. Now for Chelsea, we expect this team to go all out to win. They just have to win because Chelsea are in a position where they can still find themselves finish in European position, to go to the Europa League next season or maybe the Conference League. They are still in a good position if they can be consistent, win games that we feel like they are supposed to win, because they are not far from the team that's 6th and 7th position. They are not far from those teams. So if they can be, kind of a little bit consistent, at least win games that we expect them to win, I think they can find themselves in that position. So I expect this team to go all out, make sure they give everything, make sure they win this game, make sure they win this game. Now there are some players that will not be available in this game. There are players that were available in the last game that will not be available in this game. Now we know Chelsea this season, they have been suffering from a lot of injuries. Injuries have been one problem that this team has been facing this season. And there's report that Enzo Fernandez will not be available in this game. That is, he's injured. And also Zaziz as well will not be available in this game. He's also injured. Now, which players I would think that would, stepped in for these players? Now, Chelsea doesn't have many midfielders. Some of them, some of their midfielders are injured already. Like Ugochukwu is injured, and Romeo Lavia is also injured. These players are not available now. Enzo Fernandez is also will not be available in this game. Now, Chukwuemeka is available. I think he's the one that I would believe should fit in, in the midfield alongside Conor Gallagher and Caicedo. These three midfielders, the midfielder that I think Pochettino maybe might want to start with, in this game against Everton. Now for the defense, like I said, this Aziz as well will not be available in this game. We have some center defenders already that should be available, that was stepped up for this Aziz. That was stepped in rather for this Aziz, because this Aziz has been, most of the time available for Chelsea this season. So Thiago Silva is there, Chaloba is there, Badiashile is also there. Now for me, the two that I will go with, that I will expect Poch to go with, is Chaloba and Thiago Silva, because for me, Badiashile has been disappointing in some of his games. The game against Manchester United, it was just mistake after mistake from Badiashile. Obviously, this is as well made some mistake in that game, but I feel like Badiashile he hasn't been performing for me in recent games that he has been playing. He hasn't been performing. So for me, I would expect Poch to go with Chaloba and Thiago Silva. So this is the players that possibly will, stepped in for these injured players. Like I said, for the game, I just need Chelsea to win this game. They have to win this game. For me, it's like a must-win game for them. It's like a must-win game for them because, like I said, they have a chance to finish in the European position if they can be consistent. Winning their games that we expect them to win. They have to win this game. So yeah, that's my thoughts. That's my opinion on this one. What's your thought? What's your opinion on the game? Do you think Chelsea will win this game against Everton? Because for me, this is a winnable game. Even if we know it will not be easy for them because of how inconsistent they are. This game against Everton is a game that we expect them to win. So your thought and your opinion, let me know. And also guys, if you're watching the video on YouTube, if you're new, please subscribe to the channel Blue Point TV. Like the video, it's really important you like the video. And also we're also on Facebook. Follow the channel Blue Point TV. Share the video. Thank you guys. Stay safe while I see you again.